hey, and thank you for clicking play. I want to have another quick look at the Commodore 64. And what I've got, so my mate Monte Carlo has hit me up, sorted me out with this, a tape cart. So it goes in place of, instead of plugging in the cassette player, you plug this little device in, it's got an Arduino board in it, you plug an SD card in with all the images, and it actually loads games from disk image. And that's essentially what we're looking at here, is the menu that it's loaded. By the way, thanks for whoever it was that gave me the tip to when you're filming a CRT. They actually commented on a really old video I did, but they said put the brightness down on the CRT. That appears to be working. That's a lot better image for you guys to look at. So I'm quite pleased with that tip. So let's have a look at how this actually loads. So I'm going to flick this off, flick it on again. Make sure that hasn't upset the focus. Yeah, we're good. So last week was my first time with the Commodore 64. By the way, I wasn't trolling when I tried to use draw and plot commands. I didn't know that it was a well-known thing that the Commodore Basic doesn't support those commands. I had no clue, so seriously, I wasn't trolling. But last week I typed load, quote, quote. You don't have to do that apparently. So to load, either from tape or from this device, you just hold Shift and press run stop. And now, out of data. Why has it done that? It sometimes doesn't like. Right, let's just turn it off. Turn it on again. Right, okay. So Shift, run stop. That's now loading from the cart. And what it's going to load is a menu program. So it's found browser.prg. And that will load a browser into allowing me to view all the games and directories that are loaded on this SD card. Let's just check that that's still in focus for you guys. Yep, we're looking good. Good. So I can use my joystick as long as it's in the right port. And I just want to play 3 games today, very briefly. It won't be as long as last week's video. Just to have those nostalgia hits. I've already checked that they work, so it won't be a first reaction. But the games that I played back in the day on the C64 at my mate's house. So we'll go down to progs. That's a directory. Gonna go, let's load Commando first. So gone into C and go down to Commando. And there it is. Now watch how fast this loads, because they're disk images, but they're also loading faster because they're loading from SD card. We're in the game. Let's get some volume. Now it just sounds like the theme tune to Retrobait's YouTube channel, because he uses this. Right, let's have a game. Let me know if there's a way to have sound effects, not music. The music's great, but it can get annoying the more you're playing the game. There's a little bit of noise on this RF signal, but I'll get a composite cable for this, I think. You can get them. There's no mod needs doing on the C64. Spacebar is grenade. Save the hostage. Yeah, there you go. Have to kill Father Christmas there. Pretty sure he's Father Christmas. Right, you meant a grenade, this guy? Doesn't seem to work. I just run through. Oh, Santa Claus is back. Kill Santa. Uh-oh. Does that work? I'm just going to run through. When he gets bored, tempt him over there. I'm just going to run. Stuff him. Do get a couple of graphic glitches on this game, but crop up every now and again. So yeah, I mean, I definitely remember playing this. I played this on the Spectrum at my mate Daniel's house, but I'm sure I played this at Tim's. This is ringing lots of bells. Go away. And it's crashed. And I was just thinking, it's probably enough of that. So let's reset. Yeah, it seems to get a bit funny with that game. Okay, so the next game we're going to have a go at is Uridium. And this is an interesting one because I know for a fact that I played this version. I can't tell you where I played it. I can't tell you. I remember playing it on the Spectrum, but I've definitely played the Commodore 64 version. And it's a really nice port. And I think more than the Spectrum version, this is the version that I must have seen or played that made me really want this game and get Psychastria on the Acorn Electron because that's all I had at the time, which I enjoyed, as you all know. But this is just such a cool game, and this is, gotta say, this is so much better than the Spectrum version, isn't it? Love the Spectrum though, I do. Look, I'm not gonna credit where it's due. This is fantastic. Now it says land, and I can never figure out how you land. See if we can figure it out. Oh, how do you? How do I land? Do you press space? Do you hold something down? How do you land it? There we go. Yeah, this is just a phenomenal version. Damn it. Are we gambling on a shoot 'em up? So yeah, either it might have been at Tim's house that I played this, or maybe I played it in a shop, or maybe I saw somebody else playing it in a shop. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We're on to the next level. The colours here, keeping in mind the monitor is dark for filming, actually do look a little bit Acorn Electron, have to say, but this is a lot faster than Psychastria. A lot faster. Oh, there's walls there. I can't really see them. Can I brighten that up at all and still be happy? Not right now, I can't. Stop it. Stupid antennas. So this game runs fine. Don't have crashes on this game, so I think it was just that Commando tape image having some issues. I can't see those things. I mean, look how fast this can go if you just full throttle. I'm going to hit a wall if I do that, but this is crazy. All right, I'm going to see if I can get some more brightness out of this. Okay, I just had to reload this because it had to be in joystick port 2, 1. And when you do that, then you can't use the menu, so you have to use the keys for the menu on the SD card, but that's fine. It's Outrun. And I definitely remember playing this at Tim's house. And just being impressed. I was always after a good version of Outrun for the home. and very impressed with the speed on the C64 version. Look, it's not perfect. Let's not kid ourselves. The Spectrum had a very nicely drawn sprite, and I'd say this is almost as on par, almost as arcade accurate. But of course, at least this one has colour, which makes a big difference when you're trying to portray a red Ferrari. So that's nice. When you look at especially on the straights, the perspective is so off. It doesn't actually make visual sense a lot of the time. But the game's fun to play. Some of the decoration at the side of the road is quite simple, but again, they've made the right compromises to make the game playable on the home system. Rather than trying to be arcade accurate, which you can't do, they've lent on the strengths of the system. So why they didn't do that on more systems, Amiga, I'm looking at you, I don't know. Yeah, this plays fine. This probably plays better than the Amiga version, better than the Spectrum version. Is it on par with the Master System version? I don't think so. I'd argue the Master System version is probably better, but that made lots of compromises as well. So one of the main compromises in this one is when you get to the end of the first level, there's no split in the road. It just takes you to the next track. So yeah, you can't choose your path. See if we can actually get to the second level this time. Yeah, visually it so doesn't make sense on the straights. Really doesn't. Look. Doesn't make sense at all. It's a bit Fisher-Price in the visuals. If I can use that term, it's a little bit Fisher-Price. Those houses at the side of what the hell is that? It looks like I drew that in D-Paint. That's what that looks like. Everything else is okay, for the most part. The other cars are a bit simple. But I mean, Outrun, doesn't matter whose house I went to, I would always ask, do you have Outrun? Can we play Outrun? I didn't make it to the second level. So yeah, just really pleased to have that. So that's the main 3 games that I remember playing on the Commodore 64. Hope you enjoyed that. There will be more C64 stuff to come, but I will be taking a break from it in terms of making videos as well. I'll be getting to know it behind the scenes though. All right, thanks for watching.